What's up, guys? Hero Jared from Flipoutpk here with you today, fresh from work. Today we're going to do a tutorial that was suggested/requested from one of our subscribers. It's the backflip off of a ledge. So I'm going to get changed and we're going to get this thing. What? So, to begin, I would recommend that you have a good knowledge of what a back tuck feels like. Maybe that's on a trampoline, into a pool, off a diving board, into water of some sort, into a foam pit, just some kind of background on what a back tuck feels like. Alright. For me, learning a back tuck off of something was kind of easy. I just kind of got pressured into it by some friends and was just like, hey, let me do it. And I threw it. For some people, it's going to be a little more difficult. To progress to maybe getting to the ground, if you don't have the guts to do it on the ground yet, I would maybe do it off of a bench, picnic table, something about waist high that's going to give you enough time to rotate and save yourself if you freak out in the middle of it. Doing it on the ground, if you freak out, you just bust and hit your head, and it kind of hurts. So, you don't want to ever freak out. When you're doing any kind of trick, you never want to freak out. You want to just go for it. When you freak out is when you hurt yourself. But when you just go for it, that's when you land and you kind of twist an ankle maybe and kind of get hurt a little bit. But when you freak out, it's when you land on your head or your neck and then you get really hurt and you got to set out for a couple weeks and then you get to start again. So, yeah, progress. Start at like a picnic table or something about waist high. Then work yourself down to maybe, like, I don't know, a porch ledge like I'm going to show y'all today. It's just like a little 2-foot ledge, just something you can jump off of. And then maybe a mat that's 8 inches off the ground and try that. And then go for the ground. Or you can break down your mat and go a couple inches at a time. And just to where you get the feel of it, to where you can do it. When you're doing a back tuck off a ledge, make sure that you're still throwing your arms and you're still tucking. Maybe not so much of a rotation in a tuck is hard because you'll over-rotate and that's where you can get hurt too. But you want to tuck because if you don't tuck, the flip's going to be slow and it's going to be sloppy and it's not going to get around right, and that's when you're going to hurt yourself again. So make sure you throw it and you're going to tuck, and also make sure you spot your ground coming around. Don't close your eyes in the middle of the flip. I have a couple friends that'll do that and it's really sketchy when they do it. So do that. Make sure you push off from the ledge too. Not like a back tuck on the ground where you go straight up and then you tuck to get your rotation. This one you're going to throw your arms back and you're going to throw your head back a little bit and then you're going to tuck. It's a little bit different from the ground, but same concept. So let's do a couple and see what it looks like. So that's just a few flips off different size ledges just to give you an idea of what it looks like. When you're throwing the flip, make sure you throw your arms. It's going to be the same thing as if you're doing it on the ground. You're just kind of throwing them back and behind you, and then you're tucking. It's going to be the same feel as if it's on the ground. I like to put my toes almost on the edge, like on the balls of my feet, on the edge of it. Say, this is the balls of my feet. I like to stick it just right on the edge. That way, when I push off, it's giving that push off. It's not just going straight up. I throw my head sometimes, and on different heights, I don't throw my head. I don't know. It's going to be your preference. You're just going to have to feel it and figure it out. I mean, you may mess up a couple times. Just don't freak out in the middle of the flip. Like I said, that's when you don't flip enough and don't rotate enough, and then you can't land on your feet, and you can't catch yourself with your hands. You're just going to land on your head. Just make sure you throw it. I mean, because you can always catch yourself with your hand and your feet and your knees. I mean, even your knees is not that bad. Your head's going to hurt a lot worse than your knees will. So just make sure you throw it, and make sure when you throw it, you don't get scared. I mean, fear is just in your mind. It's just something that holds us back from doing what we want to do and what our bodies are meant to do and made to do. And just have confidence in your body and yourself, and just throw it. So when you're on your ledge and you're getting ready to do it, just what I did when I first started off was you gotta have a no return or no going back policy in your mind. Where mine was, if I look back, I'm going for it. Yours could be, hey, if my arms do this, I'm going for the flip. I'm not stopping. It's got to be something like, okay, I'm confident I'm about to do it. So mine was, hey, I see the ground. I know it's there. I know it's not going to hurt that bad, so let's just go for it. And so, I just throw it. So just have that in your mind and know that. Have that to where you don't go back. You truck forward, even if you're, hey, I might get hurt, I'm still going to do it. So that way your body's always repeating like, hey, if I do this, I'm going to do this. Alright guys, so let's look at the back tuck from a couple different angles. I'm Hero Jared from Flipoutpk. This has been a backflip off a ledge tutorial. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe. Peace till next time.